Hi everyone. We're going to read Mr. Duck Means Business. It is written by Tammi and the illustrator is Jeff. Mr. Duck lived by himself at the pond. Each day he followed a tight schedule. From 6 in the morning till 7 he would stretch his wings. From 7 to 8 he would fluff his feathers. At precisely 8:01 he would glide across the perfectly still water. "Ah," said Mr. Duck, "it's so peaceful, so quiet, I have everything I need." Day after day, week after week, and year after year, everything was the same, and Mr. Duck was very happy. Then one especially hot summer day, Mr. Duck had just begun his morning gliding when he saw Pig. "Look out below, oink oink, splash." Mr. Duck sputtered, he muttered, his tail a-fluttered, but Pig did not get the message. Mr. Duck was all set to give a strongly worded speech regarding the private property when... "Well, there you are," said Cow. "Let's see your moves," called the Pig. "Jump in. Don't mind if I do you, Mr. Duck?" said Cow as he plowed past. Moo, moo, splash. Mr. Duck grumped, he mumbled, and he flopped and fumbled. But Pig and Cow did not get the message. Mr. Duck was all set to tell them what's what when, "Hey," said Goat, "we've been looking all over for you. Anyone up for a game of Marco Polo?" called Pig. "Last one in is a rotten egg," chirped the chick. "Come on, Mr. Duck," said Cow, "you're it." The water got wild, the scenery got crowded, and the peace and quiet, it was gone. The dunk tapped, he flapped, and he totally snapped. Quack! Someone got the message. "Perhaps we've overstayed our welcome," said Chick. "Oh," said the other animals. "Out, out, out of my pond," cried Mr. Duck. "This time I mean business. So sorry, my apologies. Goodbye for good," said Mr. Duck. "Sorry to have bothered you," said Chick. "Thanks for letting us swim in your pond." Alone at last, Mr. Duck returned to his routine. He stretched his wings. There was no splashy belly flops, and he fluttered his feathers. There was no annoying water ballet. He glided across the perfectly still water. There was certainly no rowdy round of Marco Polo. "Ah," said Mr. Duck, "it's so peaceful, so quiet, and that's just the way I like it." On Monday, quiet. On Tuesday, very quiet. On Wednesday, peaceful. On Thursday, very peaceful. On Friday, yawn. On Saturday, Mr. Duck twiddled his feathers, peacefully and quietly, of course. And on Sunday, Duck had a plan. What do you think his plan is? These days, Mr. Duck still loved to stretch at 6. He still loved to fluff his feathers at 7. He still loved to glide across the perfectly still water at precisely 8:01. But sometimes life called for a little noise. His sign says, "Noise welcome from 2 to 4 p.m. especially with friends." The end. Bye.